Star Killer.
Hey everybody, we are here with Amongst Vultures. They're sitting backstage right there. And we got a few things to talk about before I turn their microphone on. First of all, this episode is brought to you by Myrtle's Music, Emma Panil Music, Shadow Star Books, and viewers and listeners like yourselves. That being said, someone is the first time it's happened in a while, someone decided to take time out of their freaking life to write me and say, why do you keep running ads? And this is why. Because this thing isn't free. All right? It's not free to do this. It's not, well, I guess it's kind of cheap. It's not expensive, but it's not free. And so that whole thing where I said listeners and viewers support like from yourselves, thank you for the people who are. And if you would like to support this show, or if you'd like to for me to stop doing ads, you can go to anchor.fm/undergroundopolis, and for as little as 99 cents a month, you can shut your ass up about it. All right. All right. Couple little things. We are still doing open mic. I'm going to bring this up every week until we quit. We're still doing open mic at Dundee Tavern, and still 7 to 10. It's still all ages, and it's still going pretty strong. It's still a real good time. I'm really proud of this open mic. And another complaint I got. I almost forgot. Somebody told me that I need to buy the MP3s off their band camps when I use songs and their stuff. Guess what, asshole? I bought the album. I do have the Amongst Vultures albums. All right. Pretty much everybody's been on the show, I've bought their album. So I don't people just complain too much anymore, man. You want to do your show different? Go start your own damn show. And I'm sorry, I'm ranting. I'm usually a very positive, but I just got under my skin a little bit. There, people want to write me and complain. If you don't like the show, don't watch it. Anyway, and a huge announcement. I've been hinting around on it on Facebook. Huge announcement. Undergroundopolis has gone global. So in the upcoming months, you're going to see bands from Germany. You're going to see bands from Japan. You're going to see bands from Italy. You're going to see bands from Great Britain. We have gone global, baby. That's the big announcement I've been harassing everybody with. So anyway, horror punk villains here Amongst Vultures. They're a super live show. I've seen them a few times. They were at LRSFest. They were also at Waddy. So I did a small series on the Waddy bands, and I got behind. But luckily, these guys were at both events, so I'm getting the Waddy and the LRSFest, which was a great time. And if you missed it, which a lot of people did, it's like, well, now there was a pretty good turnout. But I expect it to keep growing every year. I hope it was so fun. And we'll just go ahead and get started with Amongst Vultures here. Let's unmute your mic. There you go. Did you guys have fun at LRSFest or what?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Wasn't that a great stage? That was just a great
It
stage.
was
Yeah.
better we ever played for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was on the loser stage up over the hill. It still sounded really good over
Hey,
there.
we were there. Yeah, it sounded good. It sounded
Yeah.
good.
And hopefully, maybe one day I'll get on that big nice stage. But it doesn't matter. People kept walking over to the acoustic stage too, which I was really happy about.
Oh yeah, there may have been some more people there for a while anyway. For a little bit.
Yeah, it seemed like it there for a little bit, didn't it? We'll start with the simple questions. I forgot to tell you, if you see me looking over here like this, it's just where my questions are. I have them over here on an iPad, and I'm not looking away from you. And sometimes I'll write stuff down because you might say something that makes me think of a question. Hey, that could be a really good question, and I'll write it down so I don't forget it. As I'm not looking away from you.
You can ignore it if you want sometimes. We probably won't have nothing good to say.
How did you all come together? And we'll start with the easy questions.
Well, it's been a long haul since I guess 2015. I just started to start something of my own, So I started looking for members. Been through a few, but I was in a band Odessa a while back, and the bass player and I basically searched, found our drummer, which is now Caleb. And we auditioned his brother first. But his brother was like, well, this isn't my cup of tea. But I got my younger brother, he's going to try out. So it worked out. He's great. Next thing you know, Riley here came along. It's the newest bass player.
That's me. New kid on the block.
That's right. And
I've been there for a few months, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a couple months.
Definitely. And also we have Nick, which he's fairly new. The old bass player actually brought Nick in, and that's how. So this latest lineup here has been pretty tight. We've been together for what?
6 months now?
About 6 months.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, if you could narrow down like someone you saw live or so, even on TV or whatever, like you saw somebody and you said, I want to do that. I want to get on that stage. Who would that influence be? And it can be more than one. It's okay.
What's it for you?
For me, it's probably a little I don't know, not really underground, but kind of underground band called The Quakes. They're sort of like the largest psychobilly band that's just modern, and they're just kind of what I want to do, basically.
Yeah.
Myself.
I'm going to say Tom Waits and Glenn Danzig, one of my biggest influences as far as,
Gary Vaughn's been on this show.
Yeah, that's what I listened to that for sure. It was great. I love the stories I heard.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's great. He was the nicest guy ever, man.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. How would you describe the music you typically create?
Well, if you take Elvis, Danzig, a little bit of Metallica, Slayer, what else? Maybe Sinatra, throw it in the blender. So, it's kind of what we are.
Do you have a particular creative process?
Well, I think everybody kind of brings in a riff. There were two, and then I'm the person kind of composes it all, and everybody. Then after that, everybody kind of throws their little parts in it.
Is there anybody that you could like to collaborate with? I love this question. I always get that. I get that reaction usually.
That's a tough.
Who would we like?
Makes you think.
Or who can we collaborate with that we'd like?
Oh, who we'd like to? It'd be kind of like a fantasy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, of course, I'm a big Danzig fan, so yeah, Danzig, or maybe Reverend Horn Heat.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. What is your your favorite show that you've played?
I'm gonna say Third Street Dive we always get a good reaction there. Good crowd.
Oh, it's fun.
You got a good story you can share with us? Good show story?
Well, I mean, there's always the fucking story of going up to Vic's Bar and Brew in Mount Carmel.
Yeah.
We all showed up hauling all our stuff in, and we get into the venue, and our stage is literally a carpet that's normally the size where we would just put the drums.
Yeah.
And so we were all four of us packed in, just as tight as we could possibly be.
It was a tight spot.
It was funny. It was fun though. A fun challenge.
It was like an L shape. We were playing here, and the audience went on the other side of it. Like it was just weird.
We were stuffed in between a coffee bar and a window.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite show?
No,
I
that's
don't know about my favorite, just best story.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear your favorite show. I know you got to have a favorite. It's hard, but it's got to have a favorite show.
Probably Waddy Stock, I think. It
Really?
wasn't all the way, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a cool little thing.
Yeah.
What makes you say Waddy? So, which I love going to Waddy. So,
It was just a very interesting group of people, sort of out of our usual range, but they seemed to like it, so that was nice.
Yeah.
It was a pretty nice stage compared to what we normally do.
True. Good size stage.
Good size stage, good other bands, I think.
Yeah.
well,
Fun place, fun people.
here's the counter question. Another one of my favorites. What's your least favorite show?
What's the least favorite one?
Damn. I'd say it's probably that first time we played at Daredevil's Inn, where all of their stuff was broken and we didn't have all the
I'm gonna have to say a couple of those Daredevil Inn shows were really rough. Yeah.
That or the one out in the American Legion, because that one was also kind of
it was weird. But
yeah.
I have to say Daredevil's Inn's kind of haunted, and it has that kind of like that feel to it, and that aura was just it was all just the big cloud hanging down over us during that show. So during a couple of those shows.
Yeah. You a paranormal believer?
Yeah.
Are you? Do you have any other paranormal encounters?
Me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I was in South Dakota. I was working in an old jail one time, and it was some weird stuff. I kept hearing weird things, and I wasn't high or anything. I wasn't, there were no magic mushrooms involved that night, but I saw some shadows walking by and stuff like that. So ever since then, I've been kind of, auras and stuff like that, or energies kind of creep me out. So for sure.
You not ever done any ghost hunting?
No, not official.
You don't want to go. You don't want to go find one.
Just a few graveyards and stuff like that. That one in E-Town's pretty spooky. What was it called?
I don't know.
We were supposed to do a video there, but I don't know if we're gonna do it now. Gates of Hell or something like that in E-Town. Supposed to be pretty creepy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We wanted to take some photos there and stuff, but never made it.
Oh well. What's your favorite song to play live?
Psilocybin.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a newer song, but it's called Psilocybin.
We'll be releasing it pretty soon once we're done mixing.
Exactly. We got an EP coming out soon. Right. It's really instrumental. It has like one lyric, and
you have one guess as to what the lyric in Psilocybin is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to guess?
Yep, take a guess. You get one guess.
Mushroom?
It was
so
close.
Yeah.
Magic mushroom. No, psilocybin.
Well, since it is my show, we get to talk about my favorite song, and that would be House of a Thousand Corpses. So
yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah, definitely.
I love those guys.
Tell me the story behind that.
The story behind that song?
Yeah.
Well, actually, our old bass player threw a line down, and I was so influenced by that movie because I think it's a great cult classic. I mean, to me, I love it. The lines in it, the characters. And I was like, well, you know what? it just came together so fast, and I was like, this is what I'm going to name it, because it caught on so fast. I was like 1,000 Corpses, and the chorus, of course, it flowed with it. It went so well. That's what I named it.
Okay. So do you have a video for that song? Is that the one you have the video for? That you have actual full production?
Yep, we do. It's on YouTube under the Vulture Culture Club.
Okay.
Which is kind of our new video kind of promotion thing going on. We're getting ready to get another video going as well. So
yeah, on the 6th, right?
Yep. The 6th.
November 6th.
Yes.
Yep.
If you guys join the Fiends of Undergroundopolis discussion group, be sure to join that, because I put stuff in there all the time, and so to put that video in there, you'll get views. It's been a very effective group.
That's what we want.
Yeah, we'll do that for sure.
Who made the video with you? Was it
Forsake Media? Yeah. Okay. Derek Spruill, is it?
Mm-hmm. Did you have an actual director on site and stuff like that?
No.
DIY, huh?
DIY. But we had our what we call our kind of producer, but he's a little bit of a mastermind behind it, and helps us out a lot. Is Chris, a good friend of ours. Actually, he's part of the Vultures. Chris Wortham, he's part of it. So a lot of his ideas went in, and a lot of course, our own ideas. So it was great.
Would we deem him the manager?
Yeah, he's kind of a
agent,
manager, agent,
man agent,
and beer drinker during our show.
Well, did I see something on Tater Vision Records? Did you do something on there?
Yeah. It's we did a song. It was originally called Into the Grave, and of course, it was kind of radio. It was made more radio friendly, so it was called Mistake I Made. Mess I've Made. That's right. Yeah.
Let's see.
Little
where
our songs kind of.
Yeah.
Where all have you performed?
Mag Bar.
Cool place. I played there Friday night.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
We want to get back there, so if you can help us out.
It's not hard to get in there. I was just doing it to help a band out from Chicago, but there wound up being a really good turnout there. I think it's kind of usually is on the weekends anyway. And well, it was a good night.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should do something together there.
We can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, where else? Third Street Dive, of course.
Of course. Air Devil's
Inn. 21st Amendment, which is another good venue. Yeah. We have a good time there.
Yeah. You played somewhere in Illinois.
Yeah, I think that.
Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel.
We also played the venue.
A couple times out in Evansville.
The venue in Evansville.
That's Maria. Isn't that hers?
I think so.
Maria, yeah.
Maria Strange or something like that. That's her place.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played a bar in Indianapolis, I think it was recently.
Indianapolis?
I forget what it was called.
Yeah, we can't remember the name of the bar, but it was kind of like a biker bar.
It was a neat little place.
It wasn't. What was it? Not Melody Inn?
Yeah.
No, not the Melody Inn.
No. Oh. That's punk rock night, isn't it? The place. Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah. That might have been Death Mountain Spiders. That was.
That was it. Yeah.
My bad.
Which Death Mountain Spiders? Yeah, those guys, man, they helped us out a lot. Just want to mention them for sure. And
they're a great group of guys.
They're great, and we played a lot with them here and in Evansville, in Louisville and Evansville. So.
Hell, they're getting quite a bit of traction in Louisville. Really, they are.
Yeah. They're a good punk rock band for sure.
That's
music.
I've lost my place. How many instruments do you play? Yeah, look.
Javi, let's start with you. How many instruments do you play?
Well, we'll start with me because Riley's got a very large. Well, I can play drums a little bit and guitar, and up as far as it goes.
Well, you got that dynamite voice and all.
Well, I can pretend to sing a little bit.
Nah, hell. Got that badass microphone. I love those microphones.
Oh yeah.
I wound up buying one, as a matter of fact.
Yes, I love it. I don't regret buying that at all.
I don't either.
I do want a black microphone with the red inside of it, though. That'd be great.
Probably do that up. Just paint it.
Yeah.
Take the grill off and.
Well, I might have to customize that one.
Do you play a 5212? Is that
What?
a Gretsch? The Gretsch, is that a 5212?
It's what they call a rat rod.
It's a good looking guitar. I got a Gretsch. I've got a Gretsch. It won't stay in tune. I don't.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That thing, yeah, it's tough to keep in tune.
Oh, so it's not just me? Okay, good.
No, I think it's a Gretsch thing.
I think it is too, man.
Yeah, I love them, but it's a love-hate kind of thing.
It is. They look so good. They sound incredible.
Oh yeah.
And but it's like having a Harley. It's a lot of maintenance.
Exactly.
Know?
You nailed it right there. Because I've had a Harley. I know how that goes.
Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful, and
they sound great.
Constantly got to work on those damn things. That's what I noticed with my Gretsch. I constantly got to work on it.
If a Gretsch leaked oil, it would leak oil.
Yeah. All right. How about you, Riley?
Well, for live shows, I pretty much stick to playing the bass, the electric bass, the upright bass, and sometimes the keytar.
I know. I've seen that.
Everyone loves the keytar because it's rad as fuck. What can I say? But I also just play basically every instrument I can get my hands on. It'd be easier to list the things I don't play.
Well, let's say
sometimes.
The bass clarinet is one of them.
Bass clarinet, trombone, harmonica, ocarina. I could play the violin, but I haven't had that one in a while, so it's been a minute. Banjo, ukulele, mandolin. There's too many.
And by the way, some of that will be featured on this next EP.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you leak the name of the EP just yet, or?
I can't because I don't know it.
Well, I can leak it out. It's going to be the Dark Horse Sessions.
Okay. Did you record at a place called Dark Horse?
Yep.
Where's that at?
Franklin, Tennessee.
Oh,
just
wow.
outside of Nashville.
Yeah. 20 minutes from Nashville.
You didn't set up a show while you were there?
No.
Didn't have time.
Yeah, we didn't have time. It was all week, nailing it, getting stuff down, living out of our cars.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Could have busted on Broadway a little.
Could have.
That's all right.
Damn it.
That's a lot of competition there, man.
Yeah, it is. It is really
a lot of competition.
Hold all their gear out there. Can't have any competition if no one can hear them.
That's right.
So, if you could work with any producer, who would that be?
Well, for me personally, my favorite producer that I know is a lady in Nashville that goes by the moniker of Dipwith. She's just really good and does a lot of the style of music that we do producing wise. So I'd love to work with her sometime, but I don't know that many producers. So,
well, it doesn't have to be somebody. It could be anybody. The most popular answer is usually one is Rick Rubin. That's a real popular answer.
Yeah.
And another one is, and I can never remember his name, but he did the first Tom Petty record. He's the guy that stole all their money. But he's a good producer.
Who needs the money? Just get us some good production.
Can't steal my money if I don't have any.
And I never. Go ahead.
Riley on that, yeah, because I don't know any producers.
I'm still waiting for somebody to say Alan Parsons, but nobody ever does. What was an album you bought with your own money and listened to it and immediately threw it out the window? Another favorite question.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody's got one.
Wow.
Or just threw it away. Whatever.
Wow. That's a tough one.
I know one, but I can't remember what it was called. It was some Bare Naked Ladies album.
I
I don't really like this guy. I don't really like him, but there's this one album that I listened to, and it's just like, this sucks. Shit. I can't remember what it was called though.
All right, I'm gonna admit to something. All right,
right.
We don't normally do this, but I did buy a No Doubt album one time. It was something newer, and it was just garbage. I was like, "Whoa!" You know, it was nowhere near that one. Was it Tragic Kingdom, which I really liked that album, and I just basically I listened to like one part of it and I threw it away. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That seemed to happen with a lot of the mid '90s bands, man. It's like they got that one good album. They put all their great songs on the first album. Then they really get to the second album. They're like, we don't have anything but this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that was it. One album.
Yeah. It seemed like that happened a lot in the '90s. There's very few, and the sophomore album is like the most important. Oh, I forgot my question. You said something that made me think of a question. That's why I usually write that down. I didn't. So what's next? Planning on a tour or anything?
No, next is just
Music video.
Yeah, the video. It's coming out November 6th, and we're going to be really working on that. Don't have anything planned yet for the rest of the year. Probably next year is where we start really grinding again.
That's all right.
We've got a new material to work on, stuff like that throughout the winter time.
I hear you. I do. I'm kind of looking forward to winter with that myself. And, well, is there anything you'd like to add before we wrap this up? You got a Bandcamp to drop or anything? A website? Facebook? I know you got a Facebook.
Yeah, we got
that's
Facebook.
That's where I stole all the pictures.
We've got Instagram.
Yeah.
OnlyFans. Check out our OnlyFans. We got one.
We do have OnlyFans.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing on it. I need to get on that. But
we're about to throw some photos on there. Like we might make a little calendar for every month. We're all we're gonna be posing some seductive poses.
How are we now?
You see it?
You going to have Javi in his thong and his Santa Claus hat and thong.
Yeah. A fire, the fireman hat and all that. Yeah.
Well, I would recommend you get a Bandcamp because you can upload your music to it and it's free. I didn't know it was free till a couple months ago. I thought it was $20 a month, but I did. That means if you sell something, they take 2% or something like that, but which is nothing. It's especially if it's 2% of nothing's nothing, so it's better to have it just in case.
Oh yeah.
They build you a band. They make pretty good looking websites too, man. That's what I use. I'm using.
That's what I use for my personal stuff too. Yeah.
Oh, you got personal stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a couple side projects, but
wouldn't be a ska band, would it?
No comment.
Well, if you do, bring them on the show. That's what I'm doing at this point. At this point, is now I'm poaching. Is there what local bands would you really like to put on a show with that you haven't already? That's a question I forgot to ask.
We're working on getting a show set up with Belushi Speedball.
That's cool.
Definitely want to get a show with them. I think we need to set up a show with the band called Vulture, just because of the name more than anything.
That would make sense.
Yeah, like maybe find a third band with Vulture in the name and just have a Vulture night somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, them Crooked Vultures. That's a Dave Grohl's band, I think.
Ah,
That would be a
Yeah,
dream
we
come
can
true.
get them in for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like, hey,
we
come
can
to
work
Vulture
it
night,
out.
you know?
all right. Well, I want to thank you all for being such a great guest and great interview. This will be up in a couple. Let's see, Monday after next, I think. I'll have this will be on Facebook and everything. Technically, the interview's over, but I'm going to ask you all a couple of favors. One is to make me a soundbite, which you'll say, "This is amongst vultures, and you're tuned in to Undergroundopolis."
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
We got to say it now?
Yeah.
What is it now?
This is Amongst Vultures, and welcome to Undergroundopolis.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
This is Amongst Vultures,
and welcome to Undergroundopolis.
Perfect. Second favor.
In the corner, I don't know.
Who has the corny joke? One of y'all tells corny jokes, I'm sure.
I got one.
Nick ain't
All right.
here.
Damn it. Yeah, our guitar player's in here. He's great for that stuff, but I'm going to give a little corny joke.
Okay. It's the same concept. This is Javi Sanchez, and here's your joke of the week.
All right, here we go. And if I can remember it, sorry, the bourbon's gotten to me. How?
No, wait. You got this is Javi Sanchez of Amongst Vultures, and here's your joke of the week.
How?
No, you got to say it.
Oh, I got to say,
Yeah,
like I said, the bourbon's getting to me. All right.
it's okay.
This is Javi Sanchez of Amongst Vultures. This is joke of the week. Is it corny joke of the week?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Huh? How did the hipster burn his mouth? You ready for it?
Yep.
He ate his pizza before it was cool.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll get this edited. Well, the video is pretty raw, but like the audio version that goes on Spotify and everything, it'll have clip like the clip of Star Killer. And if you don't mind if I use it, I ask permission.
No, pay us royalties.
Yeah, I'm going to buy the album anyway when it comes out. I've got one. I know I have one of it.
Awesome.
And I put a few clips in there, and the joke, the soundbite will be used in a different episode, and so will the joke of the week. It'll be used in another episode, and so I'll clip it. It'll sound just like an NPR radio interview. That's what I make it sound like, just like something you'd hear on FPK or something.
Nice.
All right. Thanks so much, you guys.
Thanks for
you.
having us.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Hope you had fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll make an announcement a few days before the show airs. Just please share the hell out of it. I'm trying to grow too, but we are growing. So.
Oh yeah. We
All right.
will for sure.